نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم. We were still discussing the verse we're discussing the verse wherein Allah Ta'ala sent Musa alayhi salam to go and speak to Allah Ta'ala, and then he increased the time from 30 days, increases from 30 days to 40 days. Remember, yeah. Just a second, yeah. So one of the reasons, why Allah Ta'ala increased it is that Musa alayhi salam, he was supposed to fast for 30 days. And then after fasting for 30 days, he's supposed to, Allah Ta'ala wanted to meet him with the smell of the fasting mouth. But he forgot and he cleansed his mouth. So Allah Ta'ala wants him to get back that smell because Allah Ta'ala loves that smell. It comes in the hadith also that the smell of the mouth of a fasting person is more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the smell of musk. It's a nice point to remember also at this point in time when you're speaking about fasting, you're speaking about Ramadan, etc. So the above reports of the loss of odor, however, cannot be taken to mean that brushing the teeth after fast is prohibited with something disliked. First, because the above report is recited without the chain of narrators, and second, because it could be a commandment specially meant for Musa alayhi salam and not for the other people or peculiar to the followers of Torah. The permissibility of brushing one's teeth during fasting is a practice proved by the holy tradition. Al-Bayhaqi has reported the following traditional authority of Sayyidina Aisha. The Holy Prophet said the best act of the one who's fasting is brushing one's teeth with a miswak. Al-Jami Saghir said that the side of this hadith is that of a Hassan. So they just, Mufti Sahib is mentioning something extra. So it doesn't mean from this here that we as the Ummah Muhammadiyah, yes, we accept there is barakah, there is blessing, there's istihbab in the smell of a fasting mouth person, but doesn't mean now you mustn't brush your teeth, you doesn't cleanse your mouth while you're fasting, or it mustn't mean you mustn't cleanse your mouth after you broke your fast or open your fast. That's what you can say particular to the to Musa alayhi salam, right? Anyway, this is just one of the reasons why we say that he had to add another 10 days. It might have been in the knowledge of Allah Ta'ala, but a part of the plan of Allah Ta'ala that first 10 then, first 13 and another 10. Okay, one may wonder here how the Prophet Muslim could be fasting continuously for 30 days without making a breakfast even at night, or breaking his fast even at night. While during his travels for visiting Khayda, he could not even wait for half of the day and said, آتنا غداءنا لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا. Give us our food because this journey has made us tired. Tafsir Ruh al explained that this difference was due to the different natures of the journey. The journey was of a created being for another created being, while the journey on the Mount of Sinai was for the creator of a devoted creation, of a devoted created being who has separated himself from creation in the quest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The spiritual journey weaken the vigor of physical demands of hunger and thirst, making capable of observing fast for continuous 30 days. Subhanallah. They say here interesting thing. They say, look here, remember when in Surah Kahf, when Musa alayhi salam was traveling with Khidr alayhi salam, آتنا غداءنا لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا. Bring us our breakfast. We are tired after traveling so long. We are tired after there, after half a day. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam wanted his breakfast. He wanted his breakfast. And here he's saying, according to this here, for 30 days, Musa alayhi salam was without food. For how long? So how is it day here? For 30 days he could stay without food, and there for half a day he couldn't stay without food. This is something you can do yourself. If I tell you, when it's not Ramadan time, just listen nicely what I'm saying. When it's not Ramadan time, right? You were here in Madrasa all morning, right? Just say, for example, you never have that Gatsby break time. You never have that breakfast. Now you had breakfast by the house. Now you come by the house. Now you're waiting for your lunch. Now you're telling the wife, where's the lunch? She's slightly late with lunch. It seems like eternity because you're not fasting, so you want that food, and it seems like, hey, you're hungry. It seems like your stomach is digesting itself up already because you are so hungry, right? You're waiting for that food, and the more she delay, the more like you're getting annoyed. Like, where is the lunch? Like, what that's what they say in English. They say a hungry man is a angry man in all senses of the word. A hungry man is a angry man, right? Now look at the same thing. You in madrasa now, right? You had seri. You came home. You're not taking your lunch. You're not taking. There's no lunch. But are you getting angry because you're hungry? Are you getting, hey, where's the food now? Where's iftar not coming now? Yeah, you're at peace. This is a spiritual journey. This is a spiritual thing, right? You're not agitated. You're not rested. Now, where's the lunch? Where's the lunch? The same thing. Yeah, we say that. Yeah, this was a spiritual journey. Allah Ta'ala give you the spiritual strength. Allah Ta'ala give you the spiritual strength to it. That is why Musa alayhi salam, he could wear this for 30 days, right? So the spiritual journey weakened the vigor of physical demands of hunger and thirst. That is the whole idea. That is the whole idea of fasting. That is why, يا معشر الشباب, people done من استطاع منكم الباعة فليتزوج فإنه أغض البصر وأحسن فإن لم يستطع فعليه بالصيام. That if you are unable to get married, what must you do? You must fast. Fast for 40 days continuously. It will be kasru shahawat. It will break the passions and the desires within you. So this is a spiritual journey. This is something spiritual which weakens your physical desires. Are you with me? Right. So another point in first on this verse is that the laws of the prophets counted the change of the date at night. Interesting. This shows you like how we in Islam we say that the night comes before the day. The night comes before the day, right? And here also from this you can see the night come before the day. On that note, to say that the night come before the day, somebody was telling me that you celebrate Obiberg Uber night on the 15th night. He says wrong that you're supposed to celebrate on the 16th night because the 15th night you haven't completed 15 days already. Isn't for the first 15 that they say what they sing? They say Marhaban ya Ramadan. Yeah, by Masjid Taqwa for the first 15 nights they say welcome O Ramadan. Then the second 15 nights they say Al Wida Ramadan. Ramadan, you going away now. It's not an Islamic thing, it's just custom, whatever. But anyway, this guy's telling me that Maas Siraj Joubert said, no, you must have Bober on the 16th night. See, you celebrate your 15th birthday when? I'm not saying it's permissible to celebrate, I'm just saying something. When do you celebrate your 15th birthday? Not when you turn 49, when you finish 50 years. Then you say, now I'm 50 years old. So the 15th night you haven't completed 15 nights yet. On the 16th night, you completing 15 days of Ramadan. So you're supposed to have Bopar on the 16th night, not on the 15th night. You understood that? So you must change the custom. I was telling them to give Bopar on the right night, wrong night. They're giving Bopar on the 15th night. They supposed to give. Huh? See what you say? On the 16th night, either way. And yeah, they give on the 15th night. They never give Bopar. Okay. I'm not saying from a civil or anything. I'm just saying that you see, from the Islamic point of view, the night comes first. So on the 16th night, you would have completed 15 days. So same thing, there's Islamic point here. So yeah, the Mufti Sahib is drawing a nice inference. He says, see, from this you even understand that Musa alayhi salam followed the solar calendar or the lunar calendar. What he followed? The solar calendar, not the lunar calendar. Because here you can see, he's saying the night came before the day. Right. So another point inferred from this verse is that the laws, interestingly, you do in fiqh. There's only one time where you consider the day before the night, and that is in the Hajj. In the Hajj, you consider. In Arafat, also, you consider. Look here. That's why you say that if you don't make Arafat in the daytime, that night is also before you go to Muzdalifah. But okay, you'll do that when you come there. That's the one. There's two incidents in Sharia. That is in Arafat, and another one where you say the night comes after the day. But generally, the night becomes before the day, right? So another point in front of this verse is that the laws of the prophets counted the change of the dates at night. So that is the sunnah, not only is the sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it's the sunnah of all the Anbiya that the night comes before the day. The above verse also has made mention of 30 nights instead of 30 days. That shows you also 30 nights that we consider the nights. It is because the lunar calendar was the standard calendar in the laws of the prophets. Alayhimu salatu wa taslim. The beginning of the lunar month is based on the sighting of the moon, which is possible only at night. So yeah, it makes sense. Look here, if your month starts with the sighting of the moon, then obviously when is the moon visible? Oh, at night, right? So that means your calendar starts at night, right? And for your calendar to start at night shows you the night must come before the day. Interesting, very interesting stuff, mashallah. So the beginning of the lunar month is based on the sighting of the moon, which is possible on its night. It is why the dates in lunar calendar are changed at sunset. Al-Qurtubi has reported the statement on the authority of Ibn Arabi, الشمس للمنافي وحساب القمر للمناسك. The solar calendar is for benefits in the worldly matters, whilst the lunar calendar is for religious observances. So all our Islamic things like, our Hajj, our Eid, our Ramadan, like you get Laylatul Nisf min Sha'ban, you get what's the other one? Six fasts of Shawwal. What is the other one? The 10th of Muharram. All this type of thing. We for our religious observance, for our religious traditions, etc., etc. We use the lunar calendar, not the solar calendar. So according to the commentary of the companion Abdullah ibn Abbas, the 30 nights were the nights of Zulqa'dah. Interesting point here. When Musa alayhi salam met Allah Ta'ala, it was in Zulqa'dah, right? 30 nights was the 11th month of the lunar calendar. The 10 nights added to them were the first 10 nights of Zulhijjah, subhanAllah. Interesting. So next time you're speaking, giving a bayan on Hajj, you're giving bayan on Ashar Huram, all that type of thing, here's a nice point for you to mention about the holy months, right? You can spend. So you say this is the same time Musa alayhi salam went to meet his Rabb. The 10 nights added to him were the first 10 nights of Zulhijjah. Let's make understand that the Torah was given to Musa alayhi salam on the day of Eid al-Adha. Interesting, subhanAllah. So if you're giving Eid Bayan also, does Musa alayhi salam receive the Torah on when? On the day of Eid, Eid al-Adha, right? Interesting stuff we're getting here today, mashallah. So the significance of number 40, this also implies that the number 40 has some special effect in the spiritual rectification of one's heart. So we see here, from this here also, and from other hadith, we learn that 40 has a special significance in the Islamic calendar. Didn't that? So see, remember, isn't there a hadith that say that if you read Salat wa Takbir al-Ula for 40 days, isn't it? And what it you get bara'atu min al-nifaq in it? There's a Jamati thing they always quote. Am I right or wrong? And then also, that is why we say you must go 40 days in Jamaat. What you must do? You must spend 40 days in the Khanka. That's why they, in Azadville, by Mala Abdul Hamid, normally they have whole Ramadan, the Khanka. But for those who want to do 40 days, they open the Khanka 10 days before Ramadan. They open the Khanka 10 days, so you can come 10 days before Ramadan and you do the 40 days. And if you look at even embryonic development, in the baby in the stomach, every 40 days something significant happens. That's why we also say, isn't they say like ensoulment takes place when the ruh is blown in at 120 days. Am I right or wrong? So 40 days is a very significant number. That's why I tell you also, like if somebody wants to get married, they can't afford to get married. What the ulama say, fast for 40 days continuously. Obviously, you break your fast at night time. So there's a story once somebody came to the pious person, complained, my child got this habit here, or is eating too much sweets, or does something like that. So he said, look here, come back after 40 days. You bring him. So he came back after 40 days and he said, look, my boy, don't, this food is not healthy for you, the sweets, etc., etc. So the person said, but you could have advised him at the very first instance. Why you said 40? He said, I was also guilty of the same habit. So first I gave it up for 40 days. Now that I gave it up, now I'm qualified to comment. Before that I was not qualified to comment. So 40 days is that's why also if you look at 4 months Jamaat, how many 40 days is it? 340 days. So you see 40 days. So so sometimes some people ask me, say, what is this 3 days in Jamaat, 40 days in Jamaat, 4 months in Jamaat, 1 year in Jamaat? This is a bidat. What is the proof for it? Answer is simple for this. What's the answer? Look here, these quantums, we don't consider them to be part of Shariat. They are just there for, like who said the Alim course must be 6 years, or the Mufti course must be 2 years, or the Hifz must be. So, it's just that, it's been found to be expedient. So until you don't consider something to be part of the Shariat, you don't have to have a proof from Shariat. It's just found to be effective. And that's one answer. And also there is also indication. There is also indication from the hadith that 40 days has a significant effect in the spiritual progress or the spiritual regress of mankind. And so the verse also implies that the number 40 has some special effect in spiritual rectification of one's heart. The reported in the tradition of the Holy Prophet that Anu worshipped Allah Ta'ala for 40 days. When sincerity is his heart is made a source of wisdom, subhanAllah. The verse also indicates people to fix a period of time for the fulfillment of the objective and to approach their aims gradually, and it's the practice of Allah Ta'ala to do great things gradually. So he also teaches us that you do things gradually. You don't do haste. Is you a teacher? You want to train your students. You train them gradually. You're a parent. You want to train your children. You train them gradually. You as an individual want to reach a certain stage. You don't just dive into it. Yes, if you have the strength and the energies, but otherwise you take yourself gradually. Okay, Mulana, yeah, we'll stop there. So inshallah, that phone will be same link for that. Okay, so you'll be doing Mishkat number soon out, man, inshallah. You can take that phone. Just without the same,